Hey there, this is Jim Phillips from You Belong Online, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the AI Bot Studio. You've shown a little initial interest in it, and I wanted to talk to you about what it is and how you would use it. So the AI Bot Studio is just what it's called. It's a studio. It's like if you were to take art classes, you'd join a studio, you'd walk in the door, and there'd be all these other art patrons in there with their easel, and they'd be painting and they'd be doing their own creations. Well, the AI Bot Studio is the same thing. It's your place to go where you go in and create your bots, like a yoga studio or any other kind of studio, maybe a recording studio. It's just a place with all your tools so you can create. And so today we're going to show you how to create a bot. Actually, I'm not going to show you. I'm going to talk to you about how you might use this thing. In an upcoming video, I'm going to show you step by step, mouse click by mouse click, how you would do this. It's simple, drag and drop, and it only takes a few seconds. But now, how would you use a bot? Okay, what are these things and how would I use them? Well, let's take a common everyday occurrence. Maybe you're going to sell a car. Okay, maybe you're going to sell a car, you have a Corvette, and maybe that Corvette is a 2020 Corvette. It's 4 years old, almost going on 5 years old right now, and you've decided to sell it. And hey, maybe even you work at a car dealership, and this is a special that the owner is putting on, and it's got a $1,500 bonus if you're the salesman that sells it. If you work for a car dealership, you could create one of these bots for every car in your lot. This is unlimited use of bot building. So anyway, let's get back to that. The first thing that you want to do is to, when you sit down and you're ready to build, when you get in the studio and you're ready to build your bot, is you want to create a persona or an individual or a character. It's called a voice. And the voice is the person that represents the information that the bot is going to pass out. So for instance, let's assume that you just got out of high school, you're 19 years old, and your first job is selling Chevrolets for the local dealer. And think about that. If you represent yourself that way, probably nobody's going to buy from you. You've never owned a Corvette in your life. You're just a kid. This is your first job. You don't know much about Chevys. So what you want to do is you want to create a voice for the bot. Now, who would not most likely be an authority for a 2020 Corvette? Maybe it would be something like this. I am a 42-year-old man, married, have been selling Chevrolets for 25 years. I graduated from high school. I never went to college. I only speak one language, which is English, and people characterize me as easy to understand and easy to talk to. When I describe something, I want to describe it in an enthusiastic voice, and I want it to be authoritarian, but I don't want it to be intimidating, so I want it to be friendly. That's it. You've just created your voice. You've just created what they also call your AI assistant, or they also might call it your creator. No matter what you call it, that's the person that's going to be representing the information and sending it out to you. So now you've created your voice, you're going to create the bot. The bot is first of all, you create a title for your bot, 2020 Corvette. And then you describe, you have a description about what it is. So you might say something like, I am your friendly virtual assistant, I am your AI bot, and I'm here to tell you everything there is to know about a 2020 Chevrolet Corvette, including tips, tricks, how to maintain it, and any other thing that you want to know about a 2020 Corvette. And now you've created your bot and you've created a description for that bot. The next thing that you're going to want to do is set up 3 quick question buttons. It's kind of like a Q&A, if you know what that is. You might think of 3 of the most common questions people might ask as soon as they see that Corvette in the parking lot. They might say, mileage. What is the mileage? Quick question number 1. Number 2, accidents. Has it ever been in an accident? Might be quick question number 2. Quick question number 3, how many owners has the car had? So now you've set up 3 quick questions that are going to appear when someone goes to the bot. They can ask it an elongated question or they can ask it any one of these three really common questions, so they don't have to type in everything. They're going to have quick answers right at their disposal the minute that they do. So now you've created the creator, or the AI assistant, you've created the bot, and you've created three quick questions about it. So now what do we want to do is we want to give information to the bot. We have a bot, we have a spokesperson, and we don't know anything about this 2020 Corvette. So how do we do that? Well, those of us that are already in the studio, we call it feed the monster. You go find information and you bring it in and feed it to the bot. How do you do it? Well, mechanically, what you do is you click on something over here and you drag it over here and drop it into this specific area within your studio. So what are some of those things that you might want to do? Well, for instance, do a quick search on Google and type in Owner's Manual 2020 Corvette. And probably there's a link somewhere to the Owner's Manual. And the Owner's Manual might be a PDF document, or it might be a Microsoft Word document. And so you want to go to that website that Google tells you where it is, and you want to click on that document and you want to drag it and put it right inside your bot. Now the bot knows everything there is to know that the factory had to tell them about that 2020 Corvette. Now what else might you want to do? Well, you might want to go to YouTube. There's a great one. Go to YouTube and you're going to find all kinds of videos about the Corvette in the year range of 2020. There might be like one, how to change the battery, how often does the oil need to be changed, what is the difference between a 5-speed and a 6-speed. We happen to have a 6-speed actually. How often do the tires need to be changed? All kinds of maintenance tips and tricks. You find it on YouTube. You go there, here's the video, click on the video, there's the URL, www.youtube.com/2020 Corvette. You drag that in and feed the monster. You don't have to copy the video or anything, you just give it the URL on YouTube. Find another video, drag it over, another video, drag it over, another video, drag it over, as many as you can, drop them in there. That bot will take as much information as you can give it. So you want to bring in all of those videos. Now, what are some of the other things that you might want to put in there? You might want to put in there, for instance, if you want to customize it, if it's my Corvette and I'm going to sell it, I might want to create a document. So perhaps I go to Microsoft Word and I start typing, hi, my name is Jim Phillips, I'm 63 years old. Now, this is my Corvette. I've owned it since it was brand new. It's never been in an accident. I've had the tires replaced at 18,000 miles. It currently has 24,000 miles on it. I only ride it on weekends because I have a daily driver. It has a T-top on it. I've done some customization to the running board areas as you come in and out of the car. I've got some custom seat covers on it. Those seat covers are blue, and I paid $800 for them. And you tell everything that you know about the car since you've owned it. Create that as a document, save it, drag it in there. So now you've got a customized description of everything that you want to know about the Corvette. You can drag pictures in there. If you want to go to images.google.com, you can drag a bunch of pictures in there as well so people can see what it might look like. Any other source of information that you have, for instance, if you do work for a car dealer and the car dealer has a web page for that car, it might have specific information in there, like a listing telling you how many miles and all of that. Take a snapshot of that page or write in the URL, www.chevydealer/2020 Corvette. Take that, you drag it in and feed the bot. Any other places that you can think of that have information about that particular car, you want to feed the monster. And now that you've fed the monster, you put it all together, and the AI Bot Studio puts it all together for you, and in a format that anybody can ask that bot any question. Now, where do we go now? We attach it perhaps to Facebook. Perhaps we attach it to Instagram. Perhaps we attach it to WhatsApp if you use WhatsApp. We're in the process of attaching it right now to Google so you can send it out by Gmail. The bot studio, when you're done, it creates a web page, and the web page has a URL, AI Bot Studio /2020 Corvette. You can take that URL and put it in an email and send it to everybody in the world. You can take that URL and you can put it on Facebook Marketplace, and now you can sell that car through any source that you can think of. It also creates a widget. A widget is a little side panel that has all of that information, and that widget can go on someone else's website. So if your brother-in-law sells cars, you can take that widget and put it on his website. The widget will also appear on your telephone. So if you take that URL and you look it up on your phone, there's the widget answering all the questions you might want to ask about that 2020 Corvette. Well, that's just one case study that you can use the AI Bot Studio for. There are dozens of others. I mean, you could use it for real estate. You could use it for stocks and bonds. You could use it for organizations. You could use it for a club you're in. You could use it for a neighborhood that you're in, a community association. If you're in one of those, house associations, you can use it for almost anything that you can think of. If you have an affliction, if you have Parkinson's disease, you can build one on Parkinson's disease. If you have a bad back, you can absorb information and do a bot about bad backs. It doesn't make any difference. You could be into cards. You could be into playing pool. You can create a bot about anything that you can think of. And with AI Bot Studio, you can have as many as you want. You can sell as many as you want. The first one I did, I immediately sold. I showed it to someone and they said, how much would it be? I said, $125. It's the first one that I did. It was, I didn't know what I was doing. It was my first one. Boom, I sold it $125. And this person wants me to build them another one already about something else. Once the word gets out there, you build one for yourself and you show it to someone else, or you build one for someone else and you use it as an example, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be well on your way. It's so easy. It's what we call stupid simple. It's all drag and drop. All you have to do is join the studio. Thanks. I'll do another one tomorrow. We'll talk about another case study.